Right, what we have here is an American Performer Stratocaster made in Corona. King of Corona cigars, manufactured California. And it has a rosewood fingerboard. It's in Arctic white. And it has a push-pull switch on the second tone, which adds to the neck pickup. Body's made of alder. Nothing else. Bridge pickup. Bridge pickup is 6 saddle. Doesn't tell you anything more. Control knobs, aged white plastic. Wow. Nice guitar, which should sound good. What's the neck made of? Did I tell you what the neck's made of? That's neck material maple. Right, okay. Alright, 22 frets. Okay, that's the end of that conversation. What we have to do here, as you can see, Georgia Girl's enjoying her string pulling. What we have to do here is, it's buzzing down there slightly. And I'm going to put the, if she'll let me. And what we sort of have is a strange thing. I don't know how I'm going to show you this, but let me just double check it. Yeah, okay. The neck is straight enough, but if it's buzzing down there and he wants to keep the action down there, it needs to be on bent. Now the truss rod starts about there and it ends there. So in theory, tightening the truss rod should bring it up there. The problem is it's low there. It's not low there. So it really depends on what the truss rod does, whether I can get this lowness up or not. So it's all down to the truss rod, whether I can get this with the best action and a straight neck, because sometimes you have to have a bent neck to get your action best, and sometimes it has to be down, never up. Well, not that I noticed up, but sometimes it has to go down to give you a good action. So it really, this all depends on the truss rod. Haven't tested the electrics, but it's come to me with buzzing problems, so I'm hopefully I don't have to test the electrics. Georgia Girl, you're going to have some fun now. There you go. There you go. You're going to have and play with those strings. And that string. What else can I give you except for strings? Oh, you want the strings at this end? Okay.
Katrina Thompson or Katrina.
Pause.
Next video, please.
Got a good tight fit. Using the pliers. And we have some movement there. Now, let me look at it and see. Well, that is very good. It's a dead straight neck, which is what I was wanting. When I put the strings on, I'm going to test it again. So what does that mean? Whenever I tightened it, it took the out there. Did the truss rod not start to about down here somewhere? I don't care. It's working. That's all I need to know. That it's working, and I'm happy, and I'll test it again. Maybe should have kept that out of the pocket so I could do it. But anyway, what am I going to do with it? The frets just need to be polished. Let me check the leveling. Yes, the 12th fret. It's always down here. These all need to be leveled, because I may have pulled it out of, from there onward they all need to be leveled. So Georgie girl. Oh, Georgie girl wants a cuddle, so everybody gets to hold off till I get my cuddle.
Next video, please.
Right, I'm back and she's allowed me to get back again. So all I'm going to do is use this bar with 600 on it to bring these frets down and level them. Why they're not... silly boy, silly boy. I'm not taking a great deal off them because they're very hard frets. That's it. Now we have to shape them, which is not a big deal either. And they're slightly wide frets, which is the second shape here. And they're not. There's one thing I do want to show you, and that is a little problem that the body has. It's a problem that happens on a lot of Strat style guitars. I'll show you that in a second. Okay. And the problem we're talking about is here. Let me bring you down to show you it. Can you see there? That little crack. That little split is pretty common on the Strats, and sometimes it can go right down in it. That's because of the way it's joined. This is not too serious at the moment, but it could become serious if this guitar gets a knock. Now look at all the numbers. 2020 Tamayo and the number on it. June the 3rd, 2020. Right, what does this say? Let's just turn it round so we can see it. And that's neck AM stat melt 23, whatever 23 means, 28. All these important things I'm sure say something. Here comes Georgie girl. Oh, where am I? Oh, what happened? Bad boy. I forgot to bring the thing across. Georgie girl's there. Get this picking thing back to where it should be. Father Ted feckin'.
Next video, please.
So this is the neck separated. It's all perfectly straight now, and I'm just going to do a couple of frets here, and I'll do the rest off camera. But all I'm going to do is use zero steel wool, and I'm going to do the fretboard as well with the zero steel wool. And this is before I put on the, I don't know whether you can see that or not. Yes, that's before I put on any oil or anything on it, just to clean it up and make it really nice and shiny. But the main thing I'm going to do, and it's actually changed color with it already, is the frets. There is some wear and tear on the frets, but not enough to require a deep fret job yet of doing the frets. But as you can see, with the steel wool, the zero steel wool, it really is a wonderful thing. I love zero steel wool. But let me just clean that off first and let you see what it's going to look like when it's finished. Right, okay. Okay. And I'll just do that one fret there, and then I keep losing you out of the camera sight. This is just taking a mere skim off the top of the fretboard just to get it really clean. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this magic stuff on. Oh, lemon oil! I love it. Right, okay. This neck is really, really dry. It's going to take a couple of, can you see? There, that's that fret there. That one dead in the middle.
From Tessa. And sent a rolling on the floor laughing
Looks
emoji.
quite nice compared to the other frets down there. If you look down there, they're dull, unfinished. So it's going to take a couple of doses of lemon oil, and it's going to make it look really nice when it's finished. And that's not quite the way it's going to look, but you can see what it's going to do. And I'm going to rip the whole way through that and come back to you when it's done. Alright?
Next video please.
And there we are. That's looking mighty nice now. It's been moisturized 2 or 3 times. The frets have been leveled and polished, and I think you can see the chrome shine on them. I think you can. And that's going to go back onto the neck now, and then we'll look at the rest of the guitar about intonation, etc., and come back to you.
Next video please.
That's the neck on. Just check all these. These are my favorites, where you poke, like a bass guitar, you poke them down in and you turn it. Going to lubricate and clean this, but I'm going to use mineral oil. And that mineral oil, it comes in the shape of fretboard oil. Lemon oil. There's nothing to stop you using it, because it's mineral oil. 99% of it's mineral oil. Probably the rest is smelly stuff like lemon oil in it. But check your label first, because, and also before you do something like this here, this lubricates down in there. Before you do something like that, check your paint, or be sure that your paint can take it. But mineral oil is very safe. This guitar belongs to a guy who's starring in a BBC TV series at the moment, and he's a young fella, and he's working along. He was working the original concept short film. He was working along one of my favorite actors. He's a very outspoken guy. The guy he is working along with, I'll show you his picture and talk to you about him now. But I watched the short film today. I didn't watch the series that's come out of it, and it's very off the wall, weird, and I can see they can go places with it. But I'll not tell you too much. I'll show you a short clip here if I can. It's a BBC series, so they've got all sorts of regulations. Our government TV, but sometimes, well, they did Faulty Towers, didn't they? So you couldn't really complain that they're not good at some things. They might be useless at everything else, but some of their comedy stuff is amazing when they stay away from the woke nonsense. And this is not woke nonsense, I tell you. Anyway, I'll show you. And his name is, God, I forgot. I looked at it today too, and Jesse, oh, that's loose, right, okay. I'll sort that out too. Well, that's good enough there. And I'll come back to you when I'm doing the next bit.
Next video please.
Well, the chappie's name is R. Lee. I get it right. Lee R. James. Lee R. James. Originally he had the name Lee Dobson, I think, but I think he had to abandon that, maybe because of you know, the way these you have to have a name that hasn't been used before, so maybe Lee Dobson or something like that's being used. But they made a short film with Charlie Lawson from one of our favorite soaps over here. I don't watch soaps, but oh, come on, why are you not coming up through the place where I want you to come up? That's it. Was in the soap, and he was a character. And the funny thing about Charles Lawson is that I got this the wrong way around. All that struggling and I got this the wrong way around. Too busy talking and not paying attention. Egypt. It's a Northern Ireland comedy. And Northern Ireland's where I come from. And it's got that kind of black humour wit about it. What? This is not going well for me. They have, as I said before, these are very far stretched forward, these intonators, so I'll have to check to see why they're so far stretched forward. Not often are they that far forward on the higher strings. But now, let's start now again. But Charles Lawson is the guy from, is it Coronation Street or one of those things anyway. But he was a blunt, rude, arrogant, but funny character in this street. And in this, he's living up to character again. But he only played in the short film. And the series that they have out of it is only a 4-part series to see if it'll work. That's what they do with these things, to test them out and see them. But I must admit, when I watched the short film, R. Lee James was my favourite character out of it. That's the guy who owns this guitar. And he's a character, and I got a feeling they will make much more of him in the series that's being shown on BBC now. What are you climbing up my leg for? I'm putting strings on. If you want to put Georgia Girl's climbing up the inside of my, ow, 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 my leg. Get up on the table and do it properly instead of climbing up my leg. Come on. Don't do that. If you want that, come on, just do it. Come on, get up on there and play. Don't climb up my leg. Oh, I have no leg left. Yeah. But it was very funny, very black humour, but also light-hearted. One of the characters is engaged to an ultra-religious Northern Ireland girl who thinks everything is sinful. And the premise is the story is these guys decide to have a juice fun night, drinking diluted juice. Crazy. Drinking diluted juice. But it gets worse as they go along because it doesn't go the way they want it. But it's definitely fun to watch, and if you've got a sick sense of humour like I have, you'll enjoy it. But it's not sick. There's no black nastiness or anything like that there, or blood or gore. There is the odd dead body in it, but it's humorous. So if you get a chance, BBC 3, Fun Boys, have a look at it.
Life don't get much better than this, does it, boys?
Oh my god. A girl in Ballymacnaght?
I really like this girl. I've only known her 2 days and I'm already having intense feelings of love and devotion.
You're a kid. We made a pact when we were 12. Either all of us get girlfriends or none of us do.
Jordan, they were halcyon days.
Why is he getting all the attention? They're my daddies! They're my daddies!
Next video, please.
Ground. That is actually what I would call perfect. I can't show you because it would be too awkward to show you, but it's actually, remember I told you about that being, where was it, up? Now that it's raised a bit, it's smoothed that out with the string pressure on each side, so it's brought it perfectly straight. have to put a block in because this is lifting up again. Okay, give myself more work to do.
Next video, please.
Okay, nothing to see really. I put a little block there, which will sit just beneath there. You won't see it. And I put a wedge in, a little, actually it's a clothes peg. I use that wedgy part and put it in there, so that's it tight now. And so when I put that back on, nobody will see that. Trem arm would be locked, and then if you want to unlock it, you just pull that wood out and use it as normal. Trem arm's great, but I don't know a lot of people who use it. But if they wants to use it, he just pulls it out. Alright, okay, let's get these strings tuned now and up to speed. I didn't get to check the intonation the whole way, so let's just get on with it now, boyos. Okay, even now I have cut it too short. Alright, I'll get in a new string and come back to you.
Next video, please.
Excellent. And they're a good 1/8 of an inch back from where they were. Okay, now I'm going to look at the string height. I think it looks pretty good. Could bring these down a bit. Okay, I'm going to sit on my knee and adjust that. Okay, boys and girls?
Next video, please.
Well, I have been waiting for strings for ages. So we're getting back to this to put the strings on it. But I ordered 10 packets of strings. And I got these, which are wrong. But they say Elixir on them. I got them from Temu. They look very like Elixir. Matter of fact, why would they go to all the problem of doing all this if it's not Elixir strings? These are usually about 12 or 14 pounds each. These are extra light 10s, which is 10s, but they're 11000 at the very bottom, and I can't figure out what that means because I bought a new packet for these are the electric ones, 16542, and I wonder if that's batch numbers or something. Somebody intelligent can come along and tell me, but they look like genuine Elixirs. These were £35. These were £3.50 a set. And I bought 10 packets of Elixir acoustics for the same price as 3 packets of electric. Now I know that these are the same price as the acoustics if you buy them from Elixir, but that's from Temu. Now it's quite possible that these are out of date. Maybe that's something to do with the date on the bottom about what they're doing. But I can't use these on this guitar because these are, I bought the wrong ones, but they'll come in handy at some stage. They're acoustics. And I need electrics. So I'm going to use some of the ones I have for another man. And I've already ordered a replacement for them. So these is Elixir Nano Web 1046s, and he swears by them, he loves them. So I'm going to stick these on quick and come back to you in 2 seconds. Right, I hear you say, Austin, you've already strung this guitar. I had, but I didn't like the sound of it with 11s, so I changed it to the 10s 46s, and it has improved the sound, and the top end is louder. So I'm happy with that. I thought it was something to do with the pickups, but that's quite good now. can't explain it, but the strings seem to make a difference. I'm going to play a little tune on it now.
Next video please.
What happened here? What happened here? You, come down here. Right. I think we're okay. I think this is it now. It's a little bit better. I thought there was a problem with the pickups, but it does seem to sound okay now. I'm not playing a tune there, I'm just testing the neck. Let me just check the neck straightness again with the different types of strings on it. Oh, sorry. Yes, that neck is dead straight. So, there we go. It's going back home to Daddy soon because he's on his way for it. And it sounds good, I think. But I'm going to play a little tune on it. My little favorite tune. My poor finger. Ah! That's on the back pickup. Let's just go right to the front. Pull the pot. Turn it right up to, okay, just check the tuning again then. Okay, all right. That's going home to Daddy now. I thought it had a problem, but it doesn't. I had the problem. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Next video please.